PNR Networks is a member of Patreon. Show your love for our shows by joining our ongoing fundraising campaign and get some fantastic perks in return. Check it out and become a Patreon sponsor. You can sign up at patreon.com, patreon.com/PNR Networks. And thanks for your support.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
It's Tuesday, October 3rd, 2017, and from eCinemaOne.com and Subject Cinema, it's time to open the pipeline and check out their latest releases on home video. This is Tuesday Digidex. I'm TC Kirkham. Debuting on DVD, Blu-ray, and on-demand streaming this week, fantasy drama A Ghost Story, starring Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara, rated R. The critically acclaimed award-winning documentary from director Errol Morris, The B-Side, Elsa Dorfman's Portrait Photography, rated R. Thriller, The Book of Henry, starring Naomi Watts, Jacob Tremblay, Jaden Lieberer, and Sarah Silverman, rated PG-13. The first of two biopics of the subject this year, Churchill, starring Brian Cox, Miranda Richardson, and John Slattery, rated PG. Hockey comedy, Goon, Last of the Enforcers, starring Sean William Scott and Jay Baruchel, who also wrote and directed the film, rated R. Another critically acclaimed documentary, Harold and Lillian, A Hollywood Love Story, not rated. Comedy, The Layover, starring Kate Upton, Alexandra Daddario, Matt Barr, Matt Jones, and Cal Penn, rated R. Dance documentary, Mr. Gaga, not rated. The latest in the adventures of Captain Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, starring Johnny Depp, Jeffrey Rush, Brenton Thwaites, Kayla Scodelario, and Javier Bardem, rated PG-13. And the latest installment of the Sci-Fi Channel's unbelievably successful bad franchise, Sharknado 5, Global Swarming, starring Ian Ziering, Tara Reid, Cody Lindley, Cassandra Zerbo, Billy Barat, and a host of cameos including Chris Kattan, Clay Aiken, Bret Michaels, Charo, Nichelle Nichols, and Olivia Newton-John among them, not rated. Criterion Collection releases Carl Theodor Dreyer's 1932 horror classic Vampire. And from the small screen this week, American Horror Story Season 6, Heartland, the complete 7th season, House of Cards, the complete 5th season, iZombie, the complete 3rd season, Rules of Engagement Seasons 1 through 4, Two Broke Girls, the complete 6th season and the complete series, and Vikings Season 4, Volume 2. Debuting on Netflix this week, bodybuilding documentary Generation Iron 2, rated PG-13. Netflix original drama Our Souls at Night, starring Jane Fonda and Robert Redford, rated TVMA. And documentary Tokyo Idols, not rated. And among the titles debuting on Amazon Prime this week, the outstanding and innovative nuclear documentary The Bomb, not rated. Recent sci-fi thriller Kill Switch, rated R. Season 1 of one of the funnest and funniest foodie shows the past decade, I'll Have What Phil's Having, starring writer-producer Phil Rosenbaum. The 1955 Orson Welles wartime thriller classic Mr. Arkadin. And one of those rare gems we here at Subject Cinema have on our best films you probably haven't seen list. The outstanding and far underseen 2007 comedy drama Fierce People, featuring a tour de force performance that will knock your socks off from someone we lost far too soon, a then 15-year-old Anton Yelchin, as well as outstanding performances from pre-Captain America Chris Evans, pre-Twilight Kristen Stewart, and a couple of career best performances from Diane Lane and Donald Sutherland. It's rated R. Most of today's new releases are available on both DVD and Blu-ray, although in some cases manufacturers will release titles only in one format. Check your favorite online source for DVD and Blu-ray releases to find if your preferred format is available. Most major film titles are also usually available for streaming and download through multiple sites on the same day as DVD release. Check your favorite online streaming services to see if your favorite films are available to stream or download. For the lowdown on what's hitting U.S. theaters every weekend, check out 3 Minute Weekend, your complete guide to all the new theatrical releases every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, available on this same feed through most podcast services or directly from our website at eCinemaOne.com. Please remember to check out PNRNetworks' premier weekly film podcast, Subject Cinema, with yours truly and my lovely co-host Kim Brown. Now in its second decade, it's full of reviews, news, commentary, and a whole lot of laughs. You can check it out every Sunday evening at eCinemaOne.com and SubjectCinema.com, or subscribe to your favorite podcast service including iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, TuneIn.com, YouTube, and many others. Just search your favorite service for Subject Cinema. If you enjoy Tuesday Digidex each week, please consider joining our Patreon campaign. Your generous recurring monthly support will help give us a chance to upgrade our equipment and bring you more news, features, coverage, and shows, and make our current shows and websites get bigger and better. You support a show you like, we give you some cool perks in return, and you're not supporting just Tuesday Digidex, but all of the PNR Networks family. Monthly donations start at just $2, and we really appreciate your patronage and support. So become a Patreon supporter. Click on the giant orange Patreon button on any PNR Networks website, or go directly for all the scoop at patreon.com/PNR Networks. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Tuesday Digidex. Please join me every Tuesday morning for all the DVD, Blu-ray, and on-demand releases in the U.S. And don't forget to subscribe so you're up to date on the latest releases as soon as the show goes up. You can subscribe through iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, and other popular podcast sites, and also through Roku. Find out how at the eCinemaOne website. I'll see you this Friday on 3 Minute Weekend, but for now, for Tuesday Digidex, I'm TC Kirkham. See you next week.
Welcome to the Really Awful Movies podcast, a celebration of low-budget cinema.
Is another apocalyptical prediction about to come true. The winds of death will sweep across the world, and whole continents will be cast adrift in an ocean of blood.
Chris, and along with Jeff, we're bringing you the very best and worst of horror, sci-fi, action, exploitation, kung fu, and women in prison movies from the 1970s to today. Be sure and check out reallyawfulmovies.com for reviews, interviews, lists, and terrific movie giveaways.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
Podcasting's choice. From coast to coast, continent to continent, right here 24/7.